What's up, everyone? It's your boy Branner. Today, I wanted to kind of give a run through on an updated Slave Pens run. I know I've seen a lot of videos out there, kind of older. There has been some updates to polls and things of that nature. I want to make a video on kind of my take on things and kind of show you a way to hopefully gain about 250,000 unrested XP per hour, somewhere right in there. We're in Slave Pens, like I had mentioned. It's a fun, easier run once you get it down. I started this at 60, I'm now 64, so I think my XP grant is a little bit lower now that I'm 64, and these guys are 61, 62 elites. But yeah, I just wanted to give a kind of a walkthrough, a little disclaimer right off the bat. I am in no means saying this is the most efficient, best way to do it. This is the way I found that I like it as far as mana conservation and time frame goes with XP generation per hour. So right off the bat, notes. You're going to want to get some super mana potions. I find those are the best to have and most affordable at the current time. So obviously go ahead and make your mage gems. That way you can have those, and we're going to be using Evocate quite a bit. To start, I'll pull up my talents. Again, I'm not saying this is the best talent set to go with. Go, get creative, have fun, go your own way. I like the way I have mine set up right now. So again, I'm not going to go through each of these in depth. There are plenty of walkthroughs on Icy Veins and YouTube if you want to get that. By all means, screenshot and follow this if you want. Our big one is we want to try to get that clear cast for those free big AOEs. Speaking of AOEs, you'll notice on my bottom bar I have my rank 1, my rank 6, and my rank 5. Throughout the polls, after I get gathering done, all my gatherings done through rank 1 blizzards, I like using rank 5. I think it's a little bit less mana at 1125, whereas our max is 1358. So I get a few more pulls and a little bit more mana efficiency. Again, you can use max blizzard and just go ahead and use your mana tools to get that fastest run possible, but we should finish this in about 15 minutes. At 60, I think I was right about 20 minutes, so you're adding about 5 minutes for the damage done and things of that nature. But yeah, let's have some fun. So off the bat, obviously I have everything up. We'll go ahead and re-hit our Arc Intellect and our Ice Armor. We'll go ahead and mana up. Obviously I eat as well, kind of a force of habit there. But I highly recommend you start this run from a fresh dungeon run. So as you can see, I just finished one. So what I'm going to want to do is hop out. Once we're out, we're going to go ahead and reset, activate Ice Barrier, start our watch, and hop in. The reason for the reset is all the pats and everything are kind of in their starting position. So you see these guys either running up or coming back at us, which is perfect. We're going to pull that rank 1. We're going to rank 1 Blizzard these 3, get them nice and slowed. This pat's coming. So this one's coming around this bend right now. If they weren't, I probably would just Blizzard them, but we're going to go ahead and freeze them. Come to this right side, hop over on the double hop, and you want to hug this right wall because this slave handler right here, if he gets aggroed, he's a caster type, so you're going to want to have to wipe and run back out and run back in. We'll have 2 champions here. They'll be here or they'll be coming through these guys right in this area. It's no big deal. Activate your Ice Barrier again and then just keep running. Now the reason why I say the reset is this main group up here, there's a pat of 2 sorceresses that will walk down this way, and if you run into those and aggro those, obviously you're going to have to wipe it because you can't do this AoE pull with them up. So pay attention to my Ice Barrier activation times as well because you'll need it upcoming here. You're going to get hit by this guy, which is fine. You want to take that face hit and then blink by. You'll lose your Ice Barrier or not come close. Counterspell that guy. Reactivate that Ice Barrier at this time. These guys will hit you and take it off right away. So these bigger guys, and then we're going to Frost Nova and blink when we can to get a little separation. Turn around, rank 1 Blizzard to get these guys nice and gathered up. Again, we're going to get them nice and slow, nice and gathered up. Once they are nice and gathered up, we're going to run around this corner right here. There will be a pat here. And hop up on this wall. Get all the way to the left, and then hit your ice block. And you're going to watch them all run right by. Nice. Sometimes this guy will stop and just continually hit you, which is no good, but if that happens, you're going to want to hop off the wall and hop back up when you can, okay? Easy enough. So they are pretty nicely grouped. Here's your boss. Obviously, we do not want to aggro the boss, so we'll throw a skull on him. Now, you'll notice these guys are going to go on this wall, and they'll come all the way around to try to get you. That's part of this nice rotation that makes this AOE possible. So the second you come down, they turn around, and they come all the way back. They'll drop this corner and try to come kill you again. I am just waiting for the boss to go upstairs, and then we will continue this pull. Once we're up in this position, we're going to go ahead and switch to our mage armor. That way we can get that 30% regeneration of mana when casting. We're going to let these guys come over just a little bit, and we're going to pull this whole middle group with a rank 1 blizzard. I'm waiting just a little bit, so hopefully they mesh up nicely and kind of help my gathering here. So they're going to run over here, and then we're going to hop back up here. We're going to hop up here, get on that left side invisible wall. Nice. Boss is coming back down. We're going to let them... So you'll see 1, 2, 3 pillars here. The third pillar is the key. Once they're at that third pillar, that's kind of where you'll start the big rotation. Right now, we're just gathering, so we're going to blink under here and slow these guys. Pay attention to your collaborators because they cast a move called Cripple. If Cripple gets on you, it reduces your movement speed significantly. I mean, I think it brings you down to like 20% movement speed. So slow, and it's just a pain. There is a way to get rid of it. I haven't got Cripple yet because I've tended to avoid them or blink over here and get back in time. I want to try to avoid the blinks for a mana regen point. So what we're going to do is wait for this last guy to get to the third pillar here. We're going to hop down, and we're just going to run right over here. You will not aggro the boss as long as he's going up that ramp and you're under the ramp. Now we're going to go with our rank 5. We're going to slow these guys all down. Hopefully we don't get a lot of resists. We do get a couple. And then you're going to pin it right in this corner after that first rank 5. And we're going to rank 5 again and really start giving, you know, the higher DPS. Once that's done, we turn around. 2 is going to be your golden number. You're going to get 2 blizzards off usually before I suggest turn around and running back. You can stretch a third sometimes. It's just risky because they will do a rain of fire, cripple, and things of that nature. So the safest bet is your 2 blizzards and then turn around and run. Again, guys, I mean, you can blink over here. You don't have to wait for the second pillar. This is not the fastest way to do this, I guarantee you. I just like the mana conservation and, you know, sticking to that. The run to slave pens is kind of a pain in the butt. That swim, and then you got to come through the tunnel, and, you know, you're looking at a 5-minute run just to get here. So to avoid that, I'm looking at only using 1 super mana potion per run with maybe 2 evocations. So once that's done, get out of there, turn around, and run back. You can blink back, but I tend to not need to. Like I said, blink takes 6% of your mana, so it's really mana heavy when you start blinking all the time and getting that. Obviously, the run will speed up, but in the long run, I think that the mana conservation is kind of my favorite way that I've done this so far. I've done a mix of all of them, and that's, like I said, it's been my favorite kind of finding. So we're going to come over here, get this up about full way, get these guys slowed. I tend to do my first circle here as long as they don't ignore it, because this drop point right over here in this corner is a pinch point. And if you get it and you get that second blizzard right in here, it's real nice to get everything lined up. On this next pull, I'll show you from just going to the corner spot, which is possible as well. You know, as a lower level 60-61, you might find it a little bit easier to turn around before that second blizzard's fully cast. But if you do focus that corner, you'll get a rain of fire usually, which I want to kind of show you guys how to handle anyway. So on this one, we're going to try to get a rain of fire pull. Again, boss is coming down. I'm going to go right underneath him, and he's not going to pay any attention to me. So if you are focusing on this corner, get this first one. And this should allow a rain of fire to happen, which is what we want. So they're going to drop, get it right pinned in that corner. We're going to get it, and I'll show you exactly how to handle a rain of fire. It's not really a big deal. except he's casting cripple, and we got a Rain of Fire. Perfect. I blinked away from that cripple because, again, if they Rain of Fire, wait here a second and then hop up. Don't just hop up right away, because he'll finish his cast. He's finished, and he'll fold right back into that pat, which is just, it's perfect. So that way you're not worried about regrouping and all that. Now he did try to cast a cripple at me, like if you would have paid attention up in this corner on my targets. And I definitely wanted to blink away from that. I did not want to take that cripple damage and risk getting hit by these guys. So they're a little bit faster now, so we moved our circle just a little bit inward, but it's going to be a nice pull. I'm not getting any luck with my RNG here for my clear cast. There's my clear cast. If you get your clear cast on your second one, just immediately switch to it, because obviously you can see how close these guys are getting, and we do not want to take any aggro. We have another Rain of Fire, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to run over here, hesitate for 1 second, and then hop back up, get to that left invisible wall. I want to speak to that left invisible wall here. It will not let you go any farther left, and I do that because there have been times where the defender or the technicians will ignore the fact that I'm up here and just continue to run over here. So in this next pull, I'm going to act like, if they don't, I'm going to act like they do ignore that, because it will happen, and it's frustrating when, you know, you're in the spot that they're supposed to be running back and they don't, and yeah, and then they come over and just kind of beat you until you die, which is no good, because again, the run back is the same as the initial run here, and it's a waste of 5 minutes in my opinion. So like I said, sometimes you're going to come back over here and you're going to go to jump up on this wall. We don't have a Rain of Fire or anything, so we're just going to hop back up, and you'll look over, always make sure they're going away, and the defender Naga or the technician will just continue to come here and stand right here and hit you. In that case, you want to activate your ice barrier obviously right away, hop off the wall and hop right back up on it, and then get to that left side, and it usually will take care of that. If not, you're just going to have to keep moving around and hop off that wall, hop back up, just to kind of avoid taking that damage, because he will just stand there and damage. The same thing is possible to happen when you're initially coming into the room. When you saw me first initially run and jump up on that wall, when they're running by you, sometimes they will stop and just hit you. So the thing you have to do there is, you know, get that mana shield even and get your ice barrier up. Let that entire group get by, that way it's only one thing here, and then jump off that wall and jump back up. So it's been nice to me lately where I haven't had that glitch happen where they came at me, so we've done this good. Now, just a heads up, I have accidentally pulled casters in this this AOE pull. I have pulled casters and I have made it through. It added about 7 to 10 minutes to the pulls, because obviously you can only do one blizzard compared to the 2 in order to get it done, because the casters obviously have a range and they'll hit you from a farther distance out. So it's not necessarily over, it's a little bit more of a pain, so I would just recommend getting out or wiping and running it back. So, but yeah, this is pretty much rinse and repeat. You see I haven't done anything to regenerate mana. I have not done evocation, I haven't done any of my gems or my potions. What you just saw that defender cast is a spell reflection shield. You don't have to worry anything about it. They'll put it on it, and you know, it does not reflect your blizzard or anything. It's just a move that they use for single target damage. So, but no worries there. Spell reflection, there it was again. So we'll get over here. He stopped and spell reflected on me and made me miss half my blizzard, but that's fine. So we're gonna get them here. Get them here. 20% is kind of the golden rule. Obviously, you're going to want to pay a little bit more attention, be a little bit more lenient on it when you're in your lower levels, 60, 61, because you want to keep that mana up. So I'm at 25. I'm going to go ahead and use my evocation here. Like I said, I'm a 64 at 60, 61, 62 even. I would probably hit it at 25, 30%. Mana regen is just, or mana conservation is kind of a crucial thing when you're running this run. And like I said, I by all means don't think this is the most efficient way. I could be blinking over here, getting over here faster, getting more blizzards off, things of that nature. I'm just doing this from a mana conservation point and what I have found to be a little bit easier and nicer on me to get this done. So Obviously, I just hit 3 blizzards here. I'm not going to hit the full 3. I'm going to get away from that cripple. But again, that's me being a 64 and having a little bit better slow speeds and things of that nature. So just pay attention to that. 60, 61, be more cautious. Just get back here sooner. You might stretch your run out a little bit longer, but it's going to be worth it, because trust me, when you do wipe, and you're probably going to wipe a few times off the first couple times you're doing this, you're going to see that run back is really just frustrating more than anything. So on something that could have been probably avoided. So we got a clear cast here on our first one, which is nice. So once we get him pinned in this corner, we're going to go ahead and use it, because we will get a full second. Oh, we got a second one too. Well, but another key thing is, please don't get greedy. I mean, that's my advice to you. I did get that second one. I'm just going to let it go out. Because the second you get greedy, you're either going to burn through your mana way too fast, or they're going to get to you and start casting down on you, and it's just going to turn things into a really, really big headache for yourself. Again, it's not impossible. I've had these defenders get over here and cast Rain of Fire when I'm up on this wall. Again, Ice Block, Ice Barrier are your friends. It will separate the group, and then you're just going to have to focus on regathering and then get your bigger damage spells out. So again, you're kind of messing with time rather than success rate. So 2358 per kill here, guys. So, and again, I am completely unrested, obviously. So, but 2,358. If I'm rested, double that. You're looking at 2,800 XP per kill. So it's just a beautiful thing. A nice big group of guys. Another thing, if you look in the bottom left, we're getting our Cenarian Expedition rep. Obviously going to help with your attunements and your keys for heroics at 70. I guess I should have made mention, obviously this is Burning Crusade. So I'm a classic player. I'm not a big fan of retail. Just didn't like the changes throughout the years. So I came back to classic and have been enjoying it so far. But so they're at 22%, 21%, and I am not going to get greedy with it. I'm going to go ahead and just keep using my rank 5. I could go ahead and incorporate my rank 6 now. I have plenty of mana for it, but like I said, I'm just going to kind of do it exactly how you should at those lower levels to kind of show the exact pattern here. And you're noticing I'm at 14 minutes and 30 seconds. I probably could kill them on this next pull, which I'm going to hopefully try to do. Another thing to pay attention to is you can see how significantly slower they are now. You can wait till about 2.5 pillars when they're that slow and still make it over here with plenty of time. Obviously their movement is drastically slowed here, so I am going to pull out the bigger blizzard here. This is just going to have to be your guys' opinion when you think, yeah, it's time to get that bigger one out. It's time to start fluctuating and bouncing between mana. But I have done 1 evocation since I've been in here and really haven't had a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit them again, actually. This might actually finish them all off. Boom, 1 more box struck. Boom, guys, that's it. 1525. So, and like I said, I could have pulled out my higher rank blizzards right off the bat. I guess one thing I should have paid attention to is 442 gold. Our initial XP was at 163,134, 163,134. So we'll take that 232,998 minus 163, 234. We got almost 70,000 XP in 15 minutes, guys. Multiply that by 4, obviously. 280,000 XP an hour, unrested XP. So if we were rested, just double all that. You're almost at 500 XP an hour, 500,000 XP an hour, which is just crazy. I didn't really pay attention to my gold count right there. That's a nice blue drop that'll probably sell good if I'm not going to use it. I didn't really pay attention. Obviously, in the video, you can look at what my starter XP or my starter gold was, and kind of see. I think you should get about 9 to 15 gold without selling the items you find on the AH or to vendors. So inventory's full. You're gonna get a lot of these clams that obviously I needed to open up before, but we'll just get rid of this fish oil and we'll pop open these clams. I didn't even need to do that. I think one of them actually stacked, so 450 gold, so I don't know what my gold gain was there. I think it was probably around 8 or 9. But you're talking about, you know, gold's definitely a thing to come by in Classic WoW. And if you're averaging 40 gold an hour, that's pretty good. 40, 50 gold an hour, you can't beat that. That's pretty nice. So, and look at all these blues I'm pulling off these guys. That's our, not blues, I'm sorry, greens. So, again, those are going to sell nice if I don't use them. Yeah, just real fun, quick, 280,000 XP unrested an hour. Man, I wish I was rested because I'm talking 500,000-ish, over 500,000 XP an hour. Now that you're done, so you kind of have a collection point here. I didn't even have to use my super mana potion. Again, I'm at 64, 60, 61, 62. Expect to use that super mana potion about halfway through your pull, and then you want to save your evocation for the last part and use that second evocation to really keep that mana where it needs to be. Don't get greedy, guys. Trust me, that greed gets in your eyes, and trust me, it's hit me before. So once you're done, just go ahead and gather your stuff, rebuff yourself here. It doesn't matter, you can do it here or at the entrance. Make sure your gems are where they need to be, and you're good to go. One thing I did want to cover, I've seen a few videos on YouTube where the individual he'll come this way, freeze that group in the middle, and then run to this chest and hop up on this wall. They took that out, guys. They nerfed that. So I know at the beginning I talked about nerfs. You can no longer get up on this wall. So I know a lot of, if you know, any mages have tried to do that, and they're going to get frustrated real quick knowing that they took that out. There is no way to get up on this wall except where we did earlier. But yeah, that's the run. Like I said, I didn't have any issues pulling that boss. At the lower level, you might come a little closer. Just, I recommend staying on the outside of that cauldron. Other than that, it's a fun, easy run. Fun way to gain massive XP per hour and really power level the mage. So if anybody has any questions or comments or concerns, shoot them in the video on the comment section. Again, just to stress it, I'm not saying this was the most efficient way. I'm not saying this was the fastest. I'm not saying this is the best. This is what I found that I enjoy to avoid the run backs and the headaches of, you know, wiping and dying and things like that. And I mean, at 15 minutes, I know I've seen some videos pull it off in 12, 13 minutes, which is awesome. Knock that 2 minutes off. But hey, I don't want to go back to the cities and get, you know, more mana potions and things of that nature, especially with it being, I think it's like 5 to 10 gold, 4 or 5. So again, save that gold, save that time. You know, that 2 minutes is nothing to me for, you know, I'm still at 300,000 XP an hour, so unrested. All right, guys, I look forward to hearing from you. I'll make some more videos. If you like this one, shoot me a like. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.